Hello, my fellow creative people. How are you today? Me? I'm going to show you an object lesson. For today's monster, yeah, hi. Pardon my glorious look, and I'm going to be in and out of frame a little bit. We're going to talk about multitasking. Now, a lot of people don't think that multitasking is a monster. They think it's their friend. It's not. It's not at all. Like I said, this is the second attempt that I have made at this video. Because I wanted to show you a more realistic one where I actually just carried the camera out with me and I tried to film this video and make this content while doing nothing more than picking marigolds. Now I pick marigolds so that I can dry out the petals for tea, and it's really good for you. It's tasty too. But anyway, I wanted to show you a realistic sense of what multitasking actually does. So I was carrying the phone and I was trying to handle speaking to the video and make a decent video and pick the marigolds and kind of show what I was doing there. And I have that cat there who was just all up in it, and the rooster was crowing, and everything wanted attention all at once. And that's a lot about what multitasking is deciding that everything that wants attention at the same time can have a piece of your attention, and that everything will work out just fine if you give it that piece of your attention. And really what happened, and I may actually post a video after I watch it, I'm not sure. Really what happened was chaos. Nothing got done. I wandered around the yard a little bit carrying the camera and showing you the garden, sort of. I didn't really get to pick any marigolds. I had a cat standing on my shoulders most of the time. Things were falling. Life was not okay, and productivity was near zero. And that's what happens. This is what happens when you have allergies and you work out in your garden. But anyway, what happens when you multitask? Especially when you do not multitask things that go together well, is that nothing gets done efficiently, nothing gets done well, nothing gets done aside from you, nothing gets done faster. I mean, you might be able to check a couple of things off your list, but had you done them one at a time, you may have actually gotten to check those things off faster if you had done each one individually. And it took me a long time to be able to do this. It has to do with focus, it has to do with a lot of things. But usually when you multitask, like right now, I'm talking to you. I'm checking to make sure I'm in the frame. I know I look horrible. That's in the back of my mind. It's a distraction. I'm not picking marigolds. I'm trying to pay attention to where my cat is because he has a habit of leaping up on shoulders. I have my tomato plants on the trellises, and I'm noticing how terrible they look. And I'm adding that to my mental list of things to do. I had planned to write today because I had a couple of days where I had to bump that, and I'm coming up on deadline. I'm stressed about that. I need to get in to my house, and I need to attack my kitchen because I need to handle garden stuff, and I can't do that with a sink full of dirty dishes. You get overwhelmed once you start trying to give everything attention at the same time. You get overwhelmed, you feel stressed. The things that give you joy, which this gives me joy, my garden gives me joy even when it frustrates me. The writing gives me joy even when it frustrates me. I love my house. I love to cook. I love all of these things. But when I try to cram them all into the same few moments and make them cross over, all of the joy is sucked out. And I am left feeling overwhelmed and behind and stressed and like I'm never going to be able to achieve what I need to achieve. If instead I block out certain times to do certain things and I handle my schedule that way, I do so much better. I am able to get more done. I am able to get more done well. I don't feel like I'm one butt cheeking my way through my to-do list. And that's what multitasking does. If you're lucky, and you're smart enough to only try to do two things at once, you are literally one butt cheeking your way through your to-do list and then telling yourself at the end that you did just fine. You probably didn't. You know that. You know that. And that eats at you too. So do yourself a favor and try this little experiment. Instead of trying to do multiple things at the same time in order to keep up, try to do one thing and then another thing, or try to do a section of one thing that then needs a little break, put in your next thing. Try to balance this out so that your full focus can be in one place at one time instead of trying to take over the universe in 5 minutes flat. It's asking too much of yourself. Multitasking is typically not your friend at all. There are exceptions, like I can do laundry while I'm writing. These things don't conflict. I get up to take a break from writing, I throw in the other laundry, I go back to writing. No problem, because the laundry only needs my hands for a very small amount of time and doesn't really need my brain much at all, and it does not get in the way. This is still multitasking, but it's rational. It is not, your brain is not meant to focus on so many things at once that you feel like you feel like a browser with 96 open tabs. You're not supposed to be that way. You are supposed to handle things in a way that makes sense. So try the multitasking thing and time yourself and keep track of what you actually got done. After you're done with that, do the same basic set of things, only do them one at a time in a row. Give each one your full focus and see how your time your consistency and your final product turn out. Because I think that you are going to be very surprised after years and years and years of hearing how you can do it all, and you should do it all, and you need to do it all right now. Instead of buying into that, understand yourself well enough, understand the human brain and hands. You only have two hands. You cannot wash dishes and bake a cake or illustrate a book at the same exact moment. You cannot do these things. You need to understand your limitations. So do the experiment, see how it works out for you. I am going to shut down my camera right now because in all of this time, I really haven't gotten anything done because I had to switch gears, focus on the camera to speak to you, which is only polite. And I have not gotten what I needed to do. So my multitasking video basically turned into a one task video. Go figure. But I hope that it's better. And like I said, maybe I will go ahead and post the other one just so you can see the difference. You may get seasick. The camera work is really that bad. And other than that, that's our monster for today. The multitasking monster. You have a wonderful day and go do something creative and be wonderful and be amazing. And I will talk to you next time. Now watch me have to get up here. It's great.